Hello guys, Arcand here. I am the darkness in the light, the flower on the wall, and the resplendent nightfall. Welcome back to Fields of Spring. I thought I had the latest build, but apparently I did not. When I was writing my review for Fields of Spring on itch and also rating it, that's when I found out that I didn't have the latest build yet. Anyway, so in the last episode, Mikey went home to an empty house to take a shower, and during his shower, he had an existential moment, thinking about his adult life, and he also did that in the living room. And then after, he went to Jordan's place, and they had a small birthday celebration for him, which was nice. So now, let's continue the story. Projects. Dear D Notebook, I remember reading online that it's good to write a letter every day to someone, even if you never plan to send it. But I can't think of anyone to write a letter to, so I'm just gonna write it here in the notebook. I suppose I should have figured out what I wanted to write before I put my pen to this sheet. But if I spend one more second listening to Mr. Weller's lesson on carbon chains, I'll lose my mind. I guess I can just write whatever comes to mind. The other day he came up on the news again. Some sort of sports history thing. Ma was watching it in her room. She started crying again, like always. Who am I to talk? I can't watch it either. Tried watching that old Los Angeles game that was in the VHS player last night after I got home from Jordan's place. Didn't end up finishing it. Again. I have a game coming up this Friday. It's against Wood Creek and we're gonna get our asses absolutely creamed. The whole team was playing like shit. So, normal performance, I guess. Still, though, I think I might give it my all. Do you think he'd be proud? Hey, Mikey! I smashed my journal closed so fast I end up snapping my thumb. Hey, Cory? He takes a moment to stare at me. Then he stares at my thumb and the closed journal. Everyone's in groups. I take a moment to look around and see that, yes, everyone is indeed in their groups. The lesson must have ended a few minutes ago. Right. I pack away my 60-pound chemistry textbook and personal journal before following Cory to the group table and joining the gals. Sup? Hey, bitch. I give the possum a glare as I get into my seat. Dick? Hey, Mikey. Hey. A moment of silence passes as we all just sit at the table doing nothing. I almost consider pulling out my phone, but I don't want it to die on me like yesterday. So, group project. Right. About that... We already finished it. Cool. That's one less thing I gotta worry about. You guys what? Maybe she just misheard. We already finished it. Like, over spring break? Yeah. I moved to pull out my bag so I can fish for something else to make it look like I'm doing relevant things with the group. Why didn't you tell us yesterday? I make a show of unzipping it and digging through the books. It's unfortunate that I don't actually have anything in here that would make my pretend studying look credible. Because Chucklefuck and Megatron decided to have their debate yesterday. At most, I can pull out the textbook or my note binder. I have an old MP3 player, but there's nothing really good on it. And I can't very well take that out and just start listening to music in the middle of class. I haven't seen Mr. Weller confiscate anything before, but none of the students have been gutsy enough to get caught playing their game kit in class. That would be perfect for me right now, but I lost it about a year ago. I think it was stolen, but I have no proof. Or maybe I left it at Jordan's place. Me and Mikey can do it. Do what? Huh? That seems like a fair trade-off. Hold on. What? Wait, what am I doing? I look back and forth between Rachel and the others. We can totally work on the presentation aspect of the project. What, you mean like a display board? That's a great idea. I didn't mean it like that. Hold on. What's going on? Since Cory and I did all the research and wrote the paper for the project, Rachel agreed you two should work on the presentation portion of the assignment. But I came up with the hydrolysis idea. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm not against it, I guess. I agree, it's not a big deal. Great, so you'll do it. God damn it. Language. I didn't realize Mr. Weller was walking around the class. Gosh, dang it. Rachel stifles a laugh as I regain my composure. Cory's just got his classic shit-eating grin. Fine, whatever. Great. Glad that's settled. Yeah, settled my ass. But Mr. Weller is at a table. Mr. Weller is at a table on the other side of the class. At least Rachel looks pleased with herself. Idiot. Rachel and I agree on a plan to meet during 6th period on one of these days to work on it. Luckily, because I can, I use the soccer game as an excuse to not do it this week. Everyone at the table knows it's bullshit, but they decide not to call me out for it. Oh my gosh, Olivia! Rachel! Did you still want to go to the mall today? Oh shit, that's right. Cory, you still down to go? That's today? Yes! Practice is probably gonna go pretty late. He's probably wondering if he's even got time after. What time were you guys gonna go? Probably around 5. My cousin was gonna drop us off. Practice doesn't end until 5 or so. That's fine. How about 6 then? Cousin should be cool with it. Yeah, I can probably do 6. Didn't bring my car with me to school today, though. Might be a little late, if anything. What's the point of driving if you don't drive? I suppose Cory really likes his morning workouts. How about you, Mikey? Huh? You should come, too, since both you and Cory get out of practice at the same time. Yeah, that'd be cool. I can pick you up on the way out. And I can get you a late birthday dinner. Well, that's an extremely tempting offer. I suppose? What else do I have to do? I don't think I've got any homework. Not that I feel like doing, anyway. It's kinda early to say. You won't regret it. This again. Just think about it. I suppose I'll think about it. We talk a little more before the school bell rings, letting us out for lunch. Remember, everyone, we have a quiz on Friday, and your study packets are due by this Thursday. As well as the primer on organic chemistry that'll be due tomorrow. Homework. Fuck. Shouldn't be too tough. Lunch. Hey, wait up, Mikey. Oh, not yet, I guess. Sup? What are you up to for lunch? Probably just hanging with Jordan or something. Think I could join you guys? Where's this coming from? Oh? Well, I suppose you can. Plans. What were we gonna get for lunch? I don't know. Since I've got some cash, I was considering going off campus. Where to? I wasn't planning on thinking about where I was going. Maybe Cocina de Polo? Can't go wrong with chicken. What about you? Did you bring a lunch? Always do. I could still go for some kitchen chicken. I think it's chicken kitchen. Kitchen of chicken? Well, Cocina del Polo. Yeah. Kitchen of chicken. Yeah. Chicken of kitchen. I should probably save the money for the mall tonight. I already forgot about it. Yeah. Jordan probably has some leftovers I can mooch off of anyway. Well, I don't mind walking with you if you do decide to go. Wouldn't want you to go hungry. My phone vibrates a short little rhythm in my pocket. Oh, hold on. It's a message from Ma. Sorry I couldn't say bye this morning. I'll be home tonight. Love ya. XO, 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 XO. Huh. See ya. Less than 3. I press the send button and stare at my phone for a few seconds before slipping it back into my pocket. Everything okay? Huh? Oh, yeah, everything's cool. Hey, Cory? Yeah? What do you normally do during lunch? I don't think I've ever seen him around here at this time. Normally? He takes a moment to think over his response. Didn't think this question would be a stumper. I'm usually in Mrs. Sutro's class. The psych teacher? Yeah. I didn't think psychology would be so fun. He chuckles and rubs a hand over his muzzle. I think he's trying to distract himself. It's alright, I suppose. But I'm mostly there because of the club. Oh. The gay club? Gay Straight Alliance. Right. But you said you never met any other gay guy on campus. Yep. There are no other guys in the club? He looks away from me briefly as he fiddles with a fingernail. It's just me. Olivia and a few other girls are in the club as well. Are they gay? Lesbians? Well, Brooke and her girlfriend are lesbians, I'm pretty sure. The rest are straight. I don't even know who Brooke is. She's cool. She's what you'd call a butch lesbian. Manly? Something like that. I'm not sure I get it, but I only watched a part of an episode of Queer as Fur. There were lesbians on the show, but all the gay guys were just doing drugs and dancing half naked. That probably wasn't the best thing to take away from it. I'd have thought there'd be at least one other guy in the club. Truthfully, it's because we aren't allowed to advertise the club on campus. We have to argue for the right to be a club every year, and thought we were given official club status by the school. There are still big limits on just what we can and can't do. That's bullshit! What the hell's that about? I already know, though. So does Cory, by the looks of it. And by the lack of an actual response. I don't really think the dean likes us much. The dean? What does the dean even do at this school? She's always giving us flack for not having enough club members or using the wrong room or something. Don't clubs have to have a teacher representative? Yep. Our teacher rep is Mrs. Sutro. The psych teacher? Shut up. Even after all the hoops they've gotta go through, they still manage to keep the club running. The club would be long dead if it were me in charge. So you're just in the classroom every day, aren't you? Every day Mrs. Sutro's in. Not today, I'm guessing? She's out for the week. Bummer. I'm startled by an unseen hand that forcefully grips my shoulder. Sup, loser. Fucking Jordan! The hand on the shoulder turns into a knuckle on my head. Yo. Oh, hey, you're Cory, right? Yeah, that's me. Jordan? Yep, nice to officially meet you. Get off my head! Right. Jordan moves around and sits himself on the table next to me, eyeing us with his placid, humorous gaze. You like it? Ass? Language. Don't start. Did I miss something? Just a joke from last period, is all. Rad. So what you all been up to? Just waiting to see who shows up. Rad. You hear from Kat? She's usually here by now. Nah, haven't heard from her. Talk to Fred, though. Oh? What do you say? He doesn't know, either. Damn. Have I ever met Kat? I don't know. She's a beaver, our class. Her boyfriend is Fred. Cory rubs at the top of his muzzle as he thinks about who she could be. I think I've seen her around, but I haven't had the chance to meet her. I do know Fred, though. Share a class or two with him. Kind of a quiet guy, ain't he? Bro, he's losing his mind over this. I bet. Has he at least talked to her parents? You know how her parents are. Yeah. Guy silently slips into a seat next to Cory while we continue our talk. What's up, Guy? Sup? Don't mind me. He pulls a lunchbox out of his book bag and places it on the table before opening it and taking a sandwich out. Turkey sandwich? He nods and gives me an as he bites into it. Looks like one he made himself. The thought of that dry excuse of sandwich from yesterday gives me a shudder. Weren't you planning on going off campus, Mikey? Oh, yeah, I didn't really make myself a lunch this morning. When do you? When I remember. I've got you covered. You do? In lieu of a response, he pulls a bag out of his backpack. He pulls out 2 sets of pizza-shaped foil. Oh, you guys got more foil. That's pizza, Mikey. There were so many leftovers from last night. I snatch a pizza-shaped foil from Jordan and start unwrapping it. Coach won't be happy about that. It's hard times out here. What did you bring, Mr. Sports Cover? Leftover spaghetti. That's just pizza with more steps. Well, what he doesn't know can't hurt him. I take a bite out of the pizza. Even cold, it's absolutely amazing. It's not even anything fancy, just pepperoni and cheese. Something about it, though. The Santanos is the best. Hell yeah, they are. We all go back to our respective cold leftovers and the peaceful ambiance of students yelling at each other from across the way takes over. Cold pizza on a cloudy and cold day. Not a spot of sun to be seen. Normal. I think I read somewhere that a lack of sun can cause depression. Probably on a magazine headline or something. You get any further in Star Tactics? I made a little progress in the campaign last night. You've been playing? I'm almost caught off guard by the excitement gleaming in his eyes. Yeah, I'm just working on the main story and catching up with everything going on. I'm on chapter 7 for the plasmid story. You're almost done with the base game? There's only 10 chapters, right? He nods with excitement. Then yeah, almost done. You're almost ready to move on to the expansion. Assimilation? Yeah, I've got it on disc. Wow, how times have changed, no? Because I haven't seen a disc for a PC game in a very long time already. Dude. The title worries me so much. I get anxious just playing the game. You have no idea, Mikey. No idea. And then they just nuke the Forge homeworld? I really wanted to root for the plasmids, but they're really trying to be the big bad guys, aren't they? Bro, they're all bad guys. Not Ralph Thune. I refuse to believe he's a bad guy. Cory chuckles at my enthusiasm. I feel kinda bad now. We've just been talking about star tactics for the last 10 minutes, and he probably has no idea what any of this is. You ever play star tactics? Me? Oh no, I have never heard of it before. It's so good. Mikey is still catching up on the story, but I usually play online against other people. You play online against other players? I thought it was a story-heavy game like Time Cross. I'm surprised you actually know what Time Cross is. Time Cross is a pretty niche title, and I don't take Cory to be much of a gamer. It's got a good story, but that's not even close to what it is. They've got, like, huge tournaments and stuff with grand prizes and everything. So it's competitive? Not now, Cory. Jordan briefly looks at me like he wants to ask me about this, but his eyes go back to Cory. Oh yeah, it's super competitive. There's a huge scene in Korea. I'm assuming there's a score? What do you mean? Like, they keep a score between players? Oh yeah, they usually go best of 5, or sometimes the crazy tournaments between teams go best of 9, even. My god, Cory, please. Best of 9? How long do games go? He's just barreling through, completely ignoring my pleads. Asshole. 2v2 games can last anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. 1v1 games are usually shorter and go about 30 or 40 minutes. So you'd say it needs endurance and is pretty physically demanding? Jordan seems to think about it for a second. Yeah, I'd say so. Cory, damn it, it's not a sport! Well, newsflash for you, Mikey, esports is a thing. His shit-eating grin is enough to give away just how much fun he's having messing with me. It's totally a sport. What? Jordan is teaming up with Cory as well? Is there no one sane here? Esports. Yes, guy. There is esports. What? They are electronic sports. Competitive video games and tournaments for them. Even Guy! Games like Star Tactics, Counter Assault, Alley Brawl, they all have huge tournaments with lots of money. Even Tetris has a pretty healthy tournament scene. Tetris? What the hell do they even do? Just drop blocks until the other person gives up? You don't even know, dude. Those professional Tetris players are out of their minds. Cory is starting to crack. Not even he can go along with this idea. Tetris? Nah, Tetris ain't a damn sport. I mean, if there's good money to be had, I wouldn't mind getting into Counter Assault more. Are you good at it? Cory shrugs. I like to think I'm pretty decent, but I can only play against other players at the coffee arcade on 3rd. We only got dial-up at home, so I can't really use it to play games online. Plus, it's so slow. I'm certain it wouldn't be a good time for me anyway. I know what you mean. So I just usually end up playing Spirit Blade on the console in arcade mode. My dad sometimes plays with me. But he just mashes buttons and tries to ring me out. I don't lose to button mashers, you know? Cory can really keep going, can't he? He often gets real mad whenever I kick his ass too much, but that's what he gets. Jordan gets mad when he loses, too. Without Guy's intervention, I don't think Cory would have stopped. I didn't realize he was so passionate about this. Guess I always took him for more of a not being a nerd type of fox. I do not. He's only beat me twice in Star Tactics. You guys play together? Oh yeah. Guy comes over once a week and we play some games together because my family's got broadband. Cory's eyes light up. You can do that? Yeah, we hook up our computers to each other and play games together. Sometimes against each other. Sometimes we play against people online. He likes playing against people online more. I like doing both. It's the only way you can win. I just need more warm-up time than you. I'll give you all the time you need. You'll regret messing with me. Are you guys challenging each other to a game? They do this every week. It's completely normal by this point. Every week? Without fail. Alright then, my house, tomorrow, 7 p.m. That's their normal weekly meetup time. Then what's all this grandstanding for? You can have Mikey on your team. What? Oh yeah, Mikey, you should totally join us. Tomorrow? Yeah. It'll be fun. Well, it's not like I've got anything better to do. Alright, sure. Sick. I would hate to leave Cory out of it as well. I think we've all got counter-assault. You should come too, Cory. Inviting people to my house without me? You've got enough room in your basement for one more. You're right. Cory seems to be mulling it over in his head. So I just bring my computer over to your house and we play counter-assault together? Pretty much. Or you can watch me and Jordan kick guys' ass in Star Tactics. That sounds like a lot of fun. Watching my ass get kicked? I think everyone on the team would like to watch your ass get kicked. If the universe were fair, he wouldn't be a great goalie and a great Star Tactics player. Probably. So it's settled? My house tomorrow at 7? Yes. Of course. I could pick Mikey up and help him lug his computer around. I live pretty close to Jordan, but not having to carry it there would be a load off my back. Literally. Hell yeah! And he drives too? Mikey, we should have been hanging out with him a lot sooner. Okay, so that is a good stopping point, so let us save. And go back to the main menu. Okay, so that was nice. We got to see Mikey writing in his personal journal for a bit, and then he was interrupted by Cory because they were in a class and they had to talk about their group project, and we saw Rachel, Mikey, and Cory and Olivia talking about their school project, and they had plans to go to the mall, and they invited Mikey. And then during lunchtime, Cory asked to join Mikey and his friends, and they all talked about games. So yeah, that was it. So if you guys like that, I hope you can leave me a like on this video, and maybe subscribe if you haven't yet, but if you don't want to, that is fine. And I want you guys to take some time to appreciate something in your life today, and I will see you on the next Let's Read. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!